Most people don't think about having a separate emergency fund, especially when they are in a relationship. But the thing is we also hate to think about the idea of losing a job, having a divorce, or even just having to abruptly leave. That is why I think it is so important for everyone to have their own separate emergency fund. Yes, I think you should have an emergency fund as a couple as well for things that break down or job loss or anything like that. But having your own and being financially stable is super important. It just gives you that freedom of knowing that you will be okay if something were to happen. And I would suggest a minimum of a month's worth of cash that is going to keep you afloat, with enough time to think about whether it's another job or having to rent or buy another home. It just gives you that time. I think more is even better, but a minimum of 1 month is great. And this is not something that you need to hide from your partner. Like I said, I think everybody should have one, you and your partner as well. Even if you are in a great marriage and you believe that you will forever be together, even if you are not working right now, you should still be setting a little bit of money aside. Even if it's not a lot, even if you have to do $10 a week or $10, $20 a month, whatever it is, just start building up that little bit of cash for yourself. The other thing that I would recommend is putting it into a high yield savings account. If you don't know what a high yield savings account is, it is basically just like a savings account at a bank, but you earn a lot more interest. Most banks pay you like 0.02% for having money in a savings account, which is literally pennies, and you earn nothing on them. But with a high yield savings account, you can earn, well, right now, I think most of them are sitting at like 3.8%. I know you can find some for over 4%. You can just earn money as it's sitting in an account. For high yield savings accounts, ones that I recommend, I do really like SoFi, and I started out with SoFi, but the problem with SoFi for our family is that you have to have automated checks. Well, I don't have that option with my job, and he does not as well with his. So we opened one up with Ally, which is the same thing. And that one does not require you to have an automatic transfer. And you can put in as much as you want. Also with SoFi, you have the option of doing, if you can do $5,000 a month, which I don't know most people that can do that. We can't do that. Then you can also use SoFi and keep their interest rate. But like I said, I use Ally and I love it, and it's super easy. One thing that we do that is really helpful for us anyways, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but this is just what works for us. We were finding that we had issues when we were sharing an account, and one person would spend something and the other person would spend something, and all of a sudden we're in the negative. This was when we were living like literally paycheck to paycheck. And then all of a sudden we are getting these overdraft fees, and then it's costing us more money on other things. And so now we each have our own separate checking accounts that we get to spend in, and we don't have to worry or be judged by each other about what we're spending on and whatnot. And then we have an account that is specifically for our bills that is a joint account. So this account, we put all the money in each month that we need to cover all of our expenses, like our mortgage, our car payments, our utilities, anything like that. This does not include food or gas. We are using our own separate accounts for those. But with our bills account, we have everything automated for our expenses. And then it's just taken out automatically. And we know that that account we just don't touch when the money's in there. So we don't have overdraft fees or anything like that. And it just sits there and pays all of our bills. And then at the end of the month, if we have extra, we usually will either put it towards our house or invest it or in our high yield savings account. And then we refill it again to have enough money in there for each month. I know money can always bring a lot of negativity to a person or a relationship, but it shouldn't be that way. Money can also bring a lot of stability and just honestly comfort, and to have a handle on your money and use it wisely for good can be such a great thing. And once you start controlling money instead of letting it control you, it's a whole different experience. Being financially stable is such a good feeling, and I want that for you. I hope that for you. I want to make more of these videos to inspire everyone to do that. I have been money obsessed for a few years now, and my husband is sick of hearing about it. So I decided I'm going to start making videos to tell all of you about it and others that are interested in this stuff as well. Investing, saving, everything money. Thanks for watching. See you next time.